Are you evolving, or just getting better at pretending? Could your pursuit of self-improvement actually be making things worse? Is your authentic self just entitlement in disguise? What is embracing discomfort is the key to unlocking true maturity. It's easier than ever to confuse feeling better with becoming better. We live in a world saturated with information and quick fixes, a world where presenting the image of growth often yields more immediate rewards than the messy, challenging process of actual inner work. We might see this in the spiritual guru, who mistakes grandiose pronouncements for genuine enlightenment, or the boundary setter, who cuts off anyone who challenges their worldview. Then there's the person who intellectualizes their emotions to avoid truly feeling them, or the individual clinging to outrage and borrowed beliefs instead of forging their own identity. It seems like we're captivated by those who embody blatant immaturity, even rewarding them with attention and validation. Why? Because they entertain us. They make us feel better about ourselves, and perhaps, most dangerously, they give us permission to engage in similar behaviors. Modern technology and access to information mean we can now easily conceal our immaturity behind the veneer of growth, appearing self-aware and successful without truly evolving. The accessibility of knowledge has become a double-edged sword. Information that could help us is readily available, but without the skill, capacity, and earnestness to embody it, we equate insight with integration. However, true integration happens when knowledge becomes a part of you, when it creates a consistent, observable shift in your life across all circumstances. If knowledge doesn't translate into tangible change, it simply reinforces your existing blind spots and perpetuates the very behaviors you seek to overcome. One of the most potent forces driving artificial growth is the rise of dupe ideologies within the personal growth and wellness space. Like low-cost alternatives to high-end products, these ideologies provide the illusion of transformation. They offer convenience, instant gratification, and perhaps most seductively, social currency. In our trend-driven world, the desire for social validation can easily overshadow the initial genuine reasons we sought self-improvement. Consider the dupe ideologies surrounding self-worth. Content preaches radical self-respect, a zero-tolerance policy for anyone who challenges your authenticity. It's about being confident, bold, and unapologetically yourself, regardless of what others think. While inspiring in the moment, this approach can be intoxicating, offering liberation without the messy, uncomfortable work of self-reflection. But how many people do you know who swear they don't care what anyone thinks, only to crumble at the first sign of challenge? The self-worth was never truly there. It was merely compensation. The same holds true for ideologies centered around attainment and achievement. The fixation on self-discipline, the optimized morning routine, the biohacked life, all become a relentless pursuit of peak performance, often masking a deep fear of failure. While the intention might be admirable, to succeed, to show up for loved ones, this constant self-management can become a shield, preventing us from grappling with deeper questions. Is your hyper-optimized life truly enriching you, or is it simply shielding you from the messiness of self-discovery? Even the counter-movements, like the anti-grind or slow-living movements, are susceptible to being duped. We migrate from one ideology to the next, seeking whatever eases our shame and justifies our lack of follow-through. These dupes aren't always intentionally deceptive, but their substance fades when immaturity is in control. The desecration of sacred knowledge begins, reducing it to social currency and convenient identities, all because of a reluctance to face oneself. This hit of validation from appearing profound without growing is dangerously addictive. Artificial growth strips away depth, replacing it with something easier to digest and commodify. While opting for a knockoff handbag might be inconsequential, skimping on the quality of your personal development is a different matter. We forget that we're talking about our lives, our minds, and our souls. It's vital to have a strong reason to resist deceiving yourself in this way, because it's too easy to find someone or something that will tell you exactly what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Nothing's moving in my life, you might think. Let me search how to manifest success. This isn't because you're building something real and want your state to match that reality, but because it's easier to believe your vibration is off than to admit you haven't actually done anything long enough. Or perhaps you see content that triggers you and retreat into spaces where everyone thinks alike, blaming the same people, complaining about the same systems, and denying accountability. The goal isn't resolution. It's simply feeling better about staying the same. Almost everyone is at least somewhat aware of engaging in self-deception, knowing exactly where to go, who to talk to, and what to do to feel better about their actions. It's criminal how easy it is to deceive oneself, and how it corrupts wisdom for everyone else. Knowledge that could empower us becomes useless. Embracing boldness, discipline, or shifting your state to manifest success can be transformative. But if done for the wrong reasons, you are desecrating that wisdom. This is the chokehold immaturity has on us if left unchecked, and the consequence it has for others. It robs us of brilliance, prosperity, fulfillment, connection, and sovereignty. Maturity isn't guaranteed with age or experience. It's an intentional commitment to radical self-honesty, even when delusion feels better. It's a commitment to embracing complexity and uncertainty, even when simple answers feel easier. Ultimately, it's about integrity, the active, conscious alignment between what you know, what you say, and what you do, even when it's uncomfortable, inconvenient, or costly. It's guided by a deeper awareness, a unifying force that calls you back to wholeness. Signs of operating from integrity and authentically growing include taking ownership of your responses to circumstances, accepting reality while exercising your agency to change it, and holding both complexity and uncertainty without losing your sense of self. You'll have a cohesive yet dynamic personality, embracing all aspects of who you are, and engaging empathically with others without imposing your views. Immaturity, on the other hand, feels awful, restless, dense, disconnected. It stems from deprivation, a lack of love, acknowledgement, safety, respect, agency, or belonging. In a world that often views vulnerability as pathetic, we resort to entitlement to get our needs met discreetly. Entitlement becomes the perfect cover for fragility, giving us a rush of artificial self-worth and the audacity to fiercely defend what we desperately want to deserve. Signs of operating from entitlement include relying on external circumstances for your sense of power and worth, feeling resentful of obstacles, resisting reality when it doesn't align with your expectations, and clinging to rigid beliefs. The degree to which you are willing to be honest with yourself determines how mature you will become. So look at your life and evaluate it regularly, seeking integrity-based content, media, and relationships, which are grounded, holistic, and sustainable, rooted in principles rather than ego. Remember, integrity equals maturity, and entitlement equals immaturity. The odds are stacked against your maturity. Your biology, the culture, your daily stress, none of them are helping. So make it easy on yourself. Be discerning about what you let in and why, because when you are operating from immaturity, you can't tell what's real. The ego is the organizing structure of your identity, your sense of self. It shapes how you interpret and engage with the world, giving you coherence and continuity. Maturing your ego, although challenging, is better than the misery of remaining immature. Why choose a fear-driven ego that's suffocating you with a false sense of security? What matters is that your ownership over your story is stronger than the instincts of your immaturities. Taking ownership of your story, being honest about how it's enabling you, is not denying its functionality. It is claiming your right to discover who you are without it. The single most effective thing you can do to mature is to feel everything all the way through to the best of your ability. Immature aspects of ourselves are reactive and tense because they are emotionally constipated. They never learned how to feel, so the charge stays stuck. The story never updates, and you stay the same. A simple exercise involves using music or any medium that evokes a charged feeling or memory. Check in with yourself to ensure it's a safe time to explore. Breathe fully, allow the emotions to surface, and stay with them. Notice the story, memories, and sensations. What's their function? Are they supporting or disconnecting you from wholeness? A feeling cycle has 3 phases: intention, presence, and acknowledgement. Stay present long enough to titrate more feeling than you normally do. It will leave something with you or take something from you. That's how you build emotional endurance. The goal is to identify what feelings or beliefs trigger immaturity and to get better at neutralizing them. You'll know you've done this when you feel lighter. Your mind will be still, but your heart will be open, and your body will feel safe because you trusted yourself to lean in. After all that pain, you're still here, whole. Most of the feelings you've been avoiding aren't actually that bad. Over time, these moments serve as proof of your wholeness, reference points for your strength. The more you fully meet yourself, the more you begin to trust yourself to disenchant the story and reveal who you are without it. That shift happens when you decide that you will no longer wait on others to free you. Just 90 seconds of sitting with your feelings will change your life. That feeling becomes your anchor when you are tempted to deceive yourself. Living with integrity becomes non-negotiable. There isn't a practical reason to trade that for a fleeting hit of feeling better under false pretenses when becoming better gives you that for real. Choose right now to stop being immature, constantly insecure, afraid, and reliant on others to give you meaning and worth. There is nothing for you in remaining emotionally and mentally underdeveloped. No amount of performative maturity will entitle you to the sovereignty of true maturity. Take ownership of your experience. Drop the story, quit the performance, stop the self-deception. Confront your immaturity truthfully and compassionately. Feel your feelings all the way through, and you will grow the real way, the only way, and everything else will be spoiled by comparison. The path to maturity is not about avoiding discomfort, but about embracing it. It's about recognizing that the emotions we often try to suppress, the pain, the anger, the sadness, hold valuable information. By allowing ourselves to fully experience these emotions, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, heal past wounds, and develop the resilience to navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom and compassion.